sexual reproduction in angiospermic flowers, which mostly deals with two main events, namely microsporogenesis, which is meaning formation of microspores, or male gametes. The other means megasporogenesis, which means formation of megaspore or female gamete. Regarding microsporogenesis, the pollen is formed within a bilobulated pollen sac. So this pollen sac is supported by a line of dehiscence. At the same time, this is a bithecous, a special term we use for bithecous pollen sac, which contains pollen grains inside it, and each pollen grain, on being discharged, they have got this type of shape. This is the outer pollen cover containing the inside of it, where you are getting a vegetative cell and vacuoles. So these are vacuoles and this is a vegetative cell. So whenever we are going with the next part of the pollen constitution, the pollen grain is a peculiar structure which is being supported by two covering layers, namely exine and intine. All of you admit the pollen grain is derived from a particular compound which is called porosporoderm, which is ultimately differentiating to exine and intine. Probably you can remember that this very important exine and intine may be again differentiated into outer exine or ectexine, inner exine or endexine. In particularly for the entomophilous flowers, a resinous structure is supported on the pollen grain, which is stick to the leg bristles of the insect pollinators, and we call it pollen kit, a very important structure for the entomophilous flowers. Now regarding the nature of microsporogenesis, a very peculiar structure is recorded. The structure is one pollen sac is having two cells. Later, they undergo formation of asymmetric spindle like this. Later, they are forming this type of structure, that is with four pollen grains together, and we call it microspore tetrad, a very specific term for the male gametes. Now regarding the shape of the microspores, it is often categorized into several structures, such as this may be a design and we call it isobilateral. This may be a design which you call it as T-shaped. This may be a design which is like this. We call it linear. Or this may be a design which you call as isobilateral. So different shapes of pollens have been designated on and from this discussion. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.